I help people grow on YouTube, and the other day I asked a bunch of you guys to send me in your channels for me to critique and help you optimize your channels and your videos a little bit better. And before we get into the video, if you would like me to critique your channel and give you free tips and advice, then drop me a DM on my business Instagram down below, link in the description. And also, if you want to grow faster on YouTube, I've got my YouTube Growth Machine course currently on offer, £200 off, available for just £97. It's ridiculous offer, and doing that course will literally put your channel on steroids. Let's get into it. Right, so today we have this guy's channel, Ace the Bandit. Big shout out to you, mate, for letting me use your channel. And as we can see, Ace the Bandit has got a channel centered around fighting, it looks like, over the last 3 videos. And I'm going to try and be as straight as possible. I'm not going to be harsh, but I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. But if I was to come to your channel and I didn't know who you was, there's a lot of random stuff going on here. So we've got some fighting videos up here, then we've got this one, you're missing out on your own party. Now, I have no idea what that's about. Let's watch a little bit of it.
Time is a scary process. At the time writing this, I have no idea what this video is going to be. I'm just writing to gain practice and a skill, really. So be patient and try to endure this as much as I'm trying to put the words down on the document. They say you can master a skill in 10,000 hours. And by they, I mean the first Google search.
Okay, this is actually an alright produced video, to be fair. And I'm only watching the first 20 seconds just so I can get a general idea about what the video is about. But this is how YouTube works. Most people will only watch the first few seconds of your video and then decide if they're going to stay to watch the rest of it. Now, I can see that you've got little bits of editing going on in here, a little bit of an introspective video. I like it. But this video could have been titled probably something better. So you're missing out on your own party. It doesn't really tell me much about the video. The thumbnail, it's somewhat interesting, but the thumbnail doesn't have too much relation to the title. Is it curiosity provoking? Slightly, but I believe looking at the thumbnail and the title, the way the video is packaged, is you're missing out on some viewership here. Because as I say, it doesn't come across like a crap video. You've just got to look at the thumbnail and the title as a way of telling people who have got no clue who you are, what this video is about and how it is going to help them or how it's going to entertain them or educate them. So think about it this way. When you're browsing YouTube, if you're on the desktop or you're on the app, you scroll until you see a thumbnail that you like, and you will click on it if it's a topic that you are interested in. So even if this video is about self-development, getting back on track, trying to find your way in life, the thumbnail and the title doesn't really convey that properly or as well as it could do. So my general recommendation, if you wanted more views on this, let's say it's about personal development, getting back on track or getting more skilled at something, then have a split screen thumbnail. On the left side, you'd have a picture of you when you was down and out or before you knew this particular skill. And then on the right, you have a picture of you with this newfound skill or now that you're up in life. And even if you haven't got pictures that convey that, you can have a split screen picture of you looking sad and depressed on the left side and then happy or excited on the right hand side. This is typically what I do. Almost every video is a split screen. And then even if you are going to use a picture of yourself here, do you see the text on the right hand side of your head? You can't really read it that clearly. Try and have your text on your screen stand out a little bit more, kind of like this one here. And I know this video got less views, but this is a brand new channel pretty much. And I've only got, 11 videos on here, whereas you've got 81 videos. And if we take a look at your most popular video, you've got 44,000 views on that video. We've got 8,500 on the next video. And then we have a little bit of a drop off then. So you probably got a few subscribers through these 2 videos that probably don't even watch your latest content, because anyone who's going to subscribe through this video is not then going to watch you competing in kickboxing for the first time or the most boring styles in boxing. If we use my fitness channel as an example, once again, it's a little bit more of a newer channel, 106 videos, but a lot of those videos are YouTube shorts. If you look at my long form content, I haven't really got a lot of stuff on here, but some of the views are pretty decent. 3,300, 20,000, 5,000, 8,100, 2,400, so on and so forth. But if you look at all the thumbnails, they are very simple. It's a before and after split screen thumbnail. If it's not a before and after split screen thumbnail, it's something that's very clear and concise. It's a single image with some easy to read text on it, like this one here, bigger shoulders, 5 mistakes keeping you small and weak. My 8-week body transformation. The title is clear, the thumbnail is clear, the text is clear. Every single time with thumbnails, clarity wins. People need to click on the video and get a general idea what it's about. So look at this one here. Best exercises for muscle growth, how to fill out your t-shirts. We can see that's a pretty good thumbnail. You've got me on the left side looking a little bit skinny, then me on the right looking a little bit more jacked. Now this video here, you can find this boring Hamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis UFC 319 recap. Now if you're a new channel, I wouldn't actually recommend putting UFC 319 recap in the title, because it just bloats the title and no one really knows who you are just yet. Same with having this in the title as well. What you're doing is you're bloating the title, and when you're starting out on YouTube, you want your titles very simple. So I might actually argue that this video would have done better if the title was just, you can find this boring, because it's simple, it's punchy, it's curiosity provoking, and it would get people to click. However, this is still not the best title. You can find this boring. Having a simple change such as, here's why Hamzat Chimaev is boring, or here's why Hamzat Chimaev is not boring, or people who call Hamzat Chimaev boring are delusional. You're making a controversial, polarizing statement as the title, and that ties into the video itself. If you are not polarizing or controversial or stand your ground with an opinion, even if that opinion is wrong in the eyes of many others, then your videos won't do well. Let's watch the first 20 seconds and just see how you've started the video. We'll put it on 1.2 speed.
What's up with y'all boys? It's me, Ace the Bandit. I know, I'm back. Rejoice, rejoice. It's okay. I'll give you guys your time to hear. Today, I just want to talk about Dricus Du Plessis versus Khamzat. Let's just get straight to it. A lot of people have their own opinions of the fight, which I think is totally fine. But I feel like a lot of people get their opinions dismissed that it was a boring fight. And I feel like...
Okay, first 20 seconds, hats off to you, mate, because I can see that you're putting effort into your videos. You've got the music over there, which is a little bit too loud. If you're going to put music over your videos, have it very subtly so you can barely hear it in the background. And then you had the sound effect of the audience clapping as you said, hey, it's Ace the Bandit, I'm back again, which is good for the fact that you're actually putting effort into your videos. And in order to grow on YouTube, you do actually need to put a bit of effort into your videos. However, once again, think back to what we said at the start. No one really knows who you are yet. If I'm coming across your video for the first time, I'm spending the first 10, 15, 20 seconds listening to you talk about yourself and saying, hey, it's Ace the Bandit, I'm back again. I'm like, well, who's Ace the Bandit? I don't know who Ace the Bandit is. Where's he been? If anything, this is conveying that you're being inconsistent with your videos, which is more of a reason for me to not subscribe. I only want to subscribe to people who are getting straight to the point, who are opinionated, who are entertaining, and who are posting frequently and consistently. So this is a massive thing I learned on my channel, which I also talk about quite heavily within the YouTube Growth Machine course that I've got. When you're first starting out on your channel and you're talking about something, whether it's a fight or you're an accountant and you're talking about tax or talking about investing, or you're a gamer and you're doing a review of a game, the amount that you should talk about yourself or make the video about you when you're first starting a channel is pretty much next to nothing. When you start your video, you just instantaneously make it about whatever the title is stating. Hamzat Chimaev haters are delusional. They've got no clue how MMA works. And in today's video, we're going to break down exactly why that's the case. Boom, straight into the video. And then as you get into it a little bit more, you can maybe drop in there that, hey guys, look, I've been a little bit inconsistent lately, but I'm back on the frequent uploads. So make sure you subscribe for free videos per week. So turn the music down. Don't talk about yourself, especially in the intro. Make a controversial statement that expands a little bit on the title. And yeah, get straight to the point. Let's do this next video, the most boring styles in boxing. Watch the first 20 seconds and let's go.
What's good with y'all boys? Ace the Bandit back again. Today, I just want to make a follow-up video to my last video. You guys showed a lot of support and I really appreciate that. And to be honest, I was thinking about something. I was talking to my friend DNZ earlier and I was saying how people also have a problem with other sports whenever it comes to being boring.
Right, okay, so we can compress that a lot. You're pretty natural on camera as well. Don't take this as me being overly critical of you. You're all good on camera. I do think you've actually got quite a bit of potential, to be honest. Once again, that music is just a little bit loud. But hey guys, what's going on? It's Ace the Bandit, back again with another video. We can take all those 4 little statements and just remove them completely. And then you kind of start the video by saying, I was speaking to a friend the other day and we were talking about, and then you start getting into the subject. Once again, remove that bit where you're saying, I was talking to a friend the other day, and just start the video about the topic. So let's just see what you say here.
If you don't know the context before this, I did a video on Khamzat Chimaev and why people thought that grappling is boring in an MMA match. Dominant grappling, or at least like, just go watch the previous video. I pointed.
Okay, yeah, so you're talking about a previous video. You need to see this as like, right, okay, people who are coming to your channel for the first time, I haven't watched the previous video. Mention that previous video a little bit deeper into this video. And by the way, these rules do change the more that you grow on YouTube. So once you've established a core loyal audience, you can be a little bit more like this with your intros, and you can reference previous videos early on in the intro. But when you're just getting started, you're below 1,000 subscribers, just just start your video with the point. Today, guys, we're going to discuss the most boring styles in boxing and how it's ruining the sport. Boom, controversial statements, polarizing. And look, I was speaking about this with my physiotherapist today. See, look, now I'm kind of doing what you was doing. I'm including a personal anecdote, but I'm doing it deeper into this video. I'm not opening with this. So I was speaking to my physiotherapist today, and we were talking about him getting started, making a YouTube channel centered around physiotherapy and sports injuries. And I was saying to him that you want to make polarizing, controversial, absolute statements, especially at the start of the video, even if there is nuance to that statement. So if I say something wildly controversial, like boxers like Usyk are destroying the sport of boxing, and today we're going to talk about it, it's like, oh damn, people are going to listen to that now. However, there's probably going to be a lot of details and different sides to the argument, and I'm going to present all those sides to the argument. I'm just saying it as an opening statement to hook you in, to get you angry, to get you riled up, to get you emotionally involved within my video, and then I can explain a little later on. Look guys, I started this video by saying that Usyk is ruining the sport of boxing. This is just what some people are saying, and I actually disagree with that to a certain extent, but I can understand that perspective because of XYZ. But really what you have to do is consider ABC, and you present both sides of the argument. But if you sit on the fence, especially in the intro of your video, people aren't asked. You've got to kind of start the video off with a bang, if you get me. And once again, if we're critiquing the thumbnail of this video, definitely potential there. It's a split screen. You've got Anthony Joshua with the word scared next to him, and then you've got Devin Haney with the word runs next to him. So you're basically saying Anthony Joshua's scared and Devin Haney runs. That's going to upset some people. However, where you just let yourself down a little bit with this thumbnail is putting you front and center. So once again, because you haven't really established your channel yet, we don't really need to see your face front and center. I would personally just remove you completely from the thumbnail. You will get more views. Joshua is also cropped a little bit too far off the screen. Devin Haney a little bit as well. Once again, the text, the contrast doesn't work that well. If we go to my main channel, look at the text on every single thumbnail. It's extremely visible to the point where there's a lot of YouTubers out there now who've started copying my thumbnail style because it works. Split screen with visible text or single image with visible text. So I would actually say, my friends, simplify your thumbnails a little bit, make them a little bit more clear, and let's get a little bit more punchy and polarizing with those titles. And then final one, once again, I won't take a look at the video because it doesn't really matter. What matters more is the thumbnail and title. This one here, I competed for the first time. PKB, semi-contact kickboxing. Now, once again, there's a lot of fight fans out there who don't know what PKB is, and the title is a little bit bloated. I competed for the first time. PKB, semi-contact kickboxing. So we could probably shorten this title. And also what I would rather do for this video is have the thumbnail as a screenshot of you actually fighting, of you in the match, and then change the title to competing for the first time was harder than I thought, or I got humbled in my first kickboxing match, or I didn't realize kickboxing was this hard. Something like that. So let's go to my main channel and I'll show you an example of how to do this. So right here, sparring a pro boxer was harder than I thought, and it's me on the right and the boxer on the left. We've got the text saying he pushed me. We got the arrow pointing to him. So anyone who doesn't know my channel and they get this video recommended to them, they can clearly see by the thumbnail, oh, this guy in the black on the left is the pro boxer. And then sparring a pro boxer was harder than I thought. It's telling the audience who don't know me exactly what to expect. It's me struggling to spar a pro boxer. Very simple. And then for some bonus tips, I'd probably just clean up the branding a little bit. So this banner doesn't really tell me much about you, who you are, what your channel's about. Same with this as well. It's always better just having a picture of your face because this doesn't really tell me anything about you as an individual, as a creator. And even when we look at the description, you say, don't know what to put here anymore, LMAO, my content varies. I get that. You're trying to show your personality. You're just trying to be relatable, down to earth. However, from the audience perspective, if he doesn't know what he's doing, why am I going to watch when I don't know what I'm going to get? If you like this type of video and would like me to do the same for your channel, then drop me a DM on me business Instagram. Or you can join the YouTube Growth Machine, get the Black Friday offer, and on the checkout page, you can also add on a one-on-one call with me where I'll do all this for you, super in-depth. You can ask me any questions you want, one-on-one on a call together, and I will literally give you a customized strategy for the next 12 months of how to grow your channel faster. And if you get both the course and the call, whilst it's the Black Friday weekend, it still comes out to cheaper than the usual price for the YouTube Growth Machine course. So yeah, check out the link below in the pinned comments. See you on the next one.